Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to another edition. I believe it's going to be episode 13 on the old 1967 F100. If you were with me yesterday, as we were working on cleaning up our frame mounts, you know that we ran into some serious issues with our first drill bit working on that frame, and then the GoPro battery. The last good one that I have for this GoPro was down to 3% and the footage stopped. But we're back today. And I told you in yesterday's video, if you watched it, that I went ahead and I did just a little spraying on the frame. Didn't do the whole thing. It was just a little bit of a teaser. I just couldn't help myself. I had to. I had been waiting a while for this. And so I did. So I'm going to just turn you around. We're going to take a walk over around the frame. We're going to talk about what we're going to try to accomplish today down at the shop, off of my regular working job, and see if we can't make a little progress and keep this thing steamrolling ahead. So, I hope you're all doing well. Hope you had a good day so far. And without further ado, let's just get this walk around moving. Okay. There you see it. Just soak it up, folks. You can see over here, passenger side mount. She's done. 1/8 inch thickness now. That thing was very thin on this side. The other side was just completely shot. And as we move back, you're going to notice that we've got a little bit of color on this frame. Take it all in. Now, there's kind of a light coat over what I've done so far, but not looking too bad. Aside from the mess I made on the floor. You see our right side, passenger side mount, all done, looking good. And so what I want to tell you is that I'm going to show you, I should say, that we are using Rust-Oleum Turbo Edition. You probably maybe even seen videos with other people using this. And I guess my first experience with the old Rust-Oleum Turbo can didn't go all that great as my first can. Maybe it wasn't warm enough. They've been sitting for a while, but literally almost from start to finish, as I was spraying, it was just dripping all over the place. So I decided last night, upon going home, I took the turbo cans home. That way they could sit in the heat all night long. Made sure we got the shop warmed up good today. And you'll notice right here, it tells you flat out that this stops rust. I guess one thing before we get going on the old, I need to find maybe a tarp to try to maybe better protect the floor, because if we run into the same problem as we did yesterday with our Rust-Oleum stops rust, kind of like to not make any more mess than necessary. So I'll go find a tarp and then we're going to start spritzing. Make mine dead. Oh no. Now what are we gonna do? It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. No horseplay in the workshop. See what happens. Come on. Take my day. I know you can see what I can see. The problem is, well, apparently when I hit the button to record in the old mode, you know, where I'm just kind of, it didn't happen. No time lapse. 2 cans I sprayed onto this frame, including one yesterday. We have got a total of 3 cans of the Turbo Rust-Oleum Stops Rust. And once I get the rear end cleaned up and do some painting on that, I will end up coming back over onto this and getting underneath and making sure I got her on the bottom side too. I did some crawling around under there. I was really hoping we was going to get to see it, but I don't know. The paint fumes hadn't come out of the can yet, but maybe somehow they got to me. Anyway, what do you think? I mean, it's quite a change. Does it look as good as the powder coat paint job? No, not at all. Does it look okay? You can be the judge of that. I think it turned out not too shabby. And if the old Rust-Oleum, you know, if it does even 6.5% of what the can claims it will do, this is going to last me a long time. We don't need, did I say this on, yeah. The point is, we're supposed to enjoy life one day at a time. And while we should plan for the future and do things well, nothing lasts forever here. So do a nice job, do it good, to your abilities. Understanding that you're not taking it with you. And you're only helping the next generation if you leave them some projects. You know, they need to have projects too. If we fix them all, what will be left for the youth? Leave them with some knowledge. It's a good day here at Slimy Green Garage. We've been waiting a long time to get this frame done. I want to let you all know I greatly value and appreciate you being along during this process. You know, it just makes me feel like there's something worthwhile here. I always have to ask. If you got any pointers or suggestions or, hey, dummy, you shouldn't have done it that way, I'd surely entertain your thoughts and opinions on that. I might even come back with something. But it looks good. Good progress. Again, gotta get that rear end painted after we get it cleaned up. Waiting on our bushings for the leaf springs. Should be your Thursday. And so we can get those bushings pressed in. And you know, once we get that rear end done up, put back in the truck, then we're starting to talk about some exciting stuff. Like, if you've been with me a while, you kind of saw that Haydenator and I working on that old 429. And we're not too far away from plucking it right down into there. Pretty excited about that. Hayden, where are you anyway? Speaking of Haydenator, you know, he hasn't been here in quite a few episodes. I think what might have happened, yep, girls. You know that time in life, that age when things change. I think, most surely. And I also know he's a good kid and he's been helping out some families, people he cares about. And so, nothing but good things to say about the Haydenator, but pal, you're missing out. So, look at what we've accomplished. Anyway, guys, I don't know that I'm going to do a whole lot more. I can't be cleaning on the rear end when the paint's drying, okay? Because contamination and stuff, and I don't know if the old Rust-Oleum Stops Rust can deal with that. Plus, I've got about 3 pounds of probably black plugging up my nose right now, so I need to clean that out. Safety violation. Maybe one I should actually pay attention to. If you're going to be painting on stuff, especially in an enclosed area, put on a respirator, dummy. I'm going to do better. Watch, I'll do better. Anyhow, guess this is going to be the end of this here video. So I hope you all had a awesome day. What do I always tell you? Go out there, be awesome, do awesome things, use the gifts, talents, and abilities the Lord blessed you with to go out there into the world to be a positive force. We always say, be kind to people, show them some grace, because I can guarantee you, the Lord has shown you some. I know He's shown me probably more than I deserve. So God bless you guys. We'll see you real soon, and until the next time.